Good. Yay! Welcome to Cetro's Lord.
Yeah. And today you're welcome to Cetro Crafts channel. This is the Cetro Talk / Q&A. It's been wonderful having everyone that is about joining. So as you join us today, just tell us where you're coming from. Thank you for joining. Tell us where you're joining from. Just tell us if you're joining from anywhere in the world. Just tell us where you're joining in from and try to greet us in your local dialect. Like we'll always greet you. I'll always greet you. I'll say,
Let me come in by saying that today is going to be a very serious day for men that are married to fashion designers, because we are looking at a very, very sensitive topic, which happens to talk about how to keep your man, how to keep your bubble, how to keep your sweetheart using what? Fashion sense.
Part 2.
Part 2.
We had the part 1. It was awesome. All the women that were around were like, Mr. Cetro, why did you not tell us?
Good morning, Angela. Angela Warrior.
Good morning.
And as you come up, you just tell us if we are, as in if you are getting clearer view of how we are looking like, because I can tell you that I'm looking pretty.
Yeah, she said from Atlanta.
Oh, Atlanta, Georgia. That's
you're
lovely.
welcome. Wow. Greet us in your dialect. Just greet us. Our own is Eka Sombe. Eka Sombe means good afternoon. How are you doing? So
I think Atlanta, Georgia, they should be speaking some kind of American English. So it's gonna be what I wanna.
Yes, we just want to hear. That's the fun of it. So we just want to hear.
Okay, so to start with, I want her to talk so that I can even listen to how she planned, how she intend to keep me using her fashion sense, preventing me from being looked at by some of the okpekelais that are there. You know what I call okpekelais?
What is okpekelais?
All these small.
Angela said, laugh out loud. Yes.
all these small periwinkle girls that are outside there that are always looking at married men. That
no, actually went somewhere last night and I was trying to pick something from my husband. I was saying this doesn't go with this. The man just said, hey, madam, this one that you're doing for your husband, that you want to be doing him, dressing him, doing him like this, that better don't allow all these young girls to catch him. I said, Laye, fire. Oh, do you understand what I said? I said, no, they're not going to catch him. He said, on what basis? I said, God will not allow them to catch him.
Yeah.
So it's all about keeping your man using the fashion sense and using the fashion sense inside
using
fashion.
The fashion sense. It's only the fashion sense. I know what she wants to start saying. What we are talking about is using fashion sense to keep your man. But let me start the introduction, because most times you discover that the way you package a gift sometimes attracts escalobangos. What I mean is that sometimes whenever you package something too much, you make it look too freaky. It starts attracting some bongo. And as a result of that, I've seen a whole lot of, girls and the likes that are outside there. Their own specialty is like they got this anointing. It's only married men that they're after. So there is a way you will allow your man to, I'm just giving you expo, all the females on this channel, I'm helping you guys out. There is a way you will package your husband that if care is not taken and if you are not monitoring, as a lady, you must have monitoring spirit.
Don't forget to give this live stream a thumbs up. Please, let's have what you're feeling. We have some persons online. Please greet us. Just say hi. Anything you can say. Just tell us if we are not doing it the way you want it. Tell us if we are doing it. Say well done. Just let's have your feedback as
and also share your experience. Yeah. If all these small girls have helped to manage your husband at your own expense, let us know. And you know what? Most of these challenges is that if you are a female and you do not have monitoring spirit, you cannot monitor your husband. No, I'm not saying that you monitor him up and down. As in what we call stylish coded monitoring.
Don't forget, thumbs up, please. Yeah.
Coded sampling monitoring. If you are not that type of a lady that you use style to watch your husband, very soon you might be removing where you put your ring and be putting it somewhere
God
else.
forbid.
So, no, it's God forbid, but you also should make effort. And that is why I just want to, I'm borrowing you ladies, I'm borrowing you as an experience from the other side, because we need to help you people to understand how the world of men are. Number one is that if you are into fashion, you have the opportunity to keep your husband at home much more than anybody that is just nonchalant, is not into fashion and just dress shabbily and all the stuff. Look at how my baby is dressed. Look at her, hot. Now, what we are trying to say is that just looking at her, the way she's dressed, by the time she go out, she looks more petite. We call it in Igbo English, petite. She looks more petite. And because of her small stature and the likes of that, they begin to think that she's a babylicious bumbulandos. So they might start some unserious people, some jokers, some serious people might start calling her ace. The same thing applies to men. That is the way we guys we dressed. And because this our tummy is always flat, you can see now, flat tummy. Even if we have given birth to 65 children, we are still on point. Now, if you as a female, you do not know how to dress your husband properly and how to monitor his dressing, before you know it, some people will start helping you to admire that your husband. So, number one is that your husband should not look dirty. Your husband should not look awkward. Your husband should look presentable. Your husband should look delectable. Cancel that English. Your husband should look delighting. Now, but as much as you are trying to do this, before Nsobu Adiro enter, there are some external admirers. They call them Oloju Washe. They will begin to poke nose and begin to look at your husband. That this man is always on point. This man is always looking good. Can we test him? Like pepper soup. So, in that case, what you need to do is that when your husband comes back, size him up. How was the compliment you got today? You style as if you are not serious. Just be trying to be washing plates and say, honey, the way I dressed you up today was nice. How was the compliment today? Because men, they are not, the brain of men are not like women. They can talk. If you press their button well, especially if you touch the center of their head, before you know it, they say, I got a lot of compliments. Oh, they were just stripping for me. In your mind, you just say, good. Come and gist me. Just bring ice cream or one nice wine. Say, wow, that's what I want. Is actually what you want. Because that's actually what I want. I don't want my wife to look haggard, tattered. I want my wife to look presentable. Somebody you can say, oh, this is a lovely wife. So, you now begin to ask questions. Where did you go to that you were getting all this compliment? Dangerous place where your husband can receive compliment from a female. Number one is bank. In the bank. And because the bank, they want to sell their business, they put all this opekelize, all this small chinko ladies, they put them at the counter. So who will be admiring your husband in the bank? All this frontline tellers. Sir, Mr. Badejo, you're welcome. Oh, lovely and nice. You are looking nice, sir. The man will be like, hey, his head will be like Opolongo's. Thank you. The next thing I say, I like your shoe. Oh, when they have started moving from
Happiness Fidelity said, Jake.
GCK. Hey! Happiness Fidelis. Nice having you.
You're welcome.
Dalu, you're welcome
Yeah.
on board.
Thanks for the thumbs up. More
Uh-huh.
thumbs up and sharing, please. Okay, you can
So
continue.
by the time you begin to hear, sir, I like this your shoe. I like that imbolebo. The meaning of that is that the seller of bean cake is now what coming stylishly as a thief. The next thing the man will say, thank you. Oh, so what transaction are you here to do? Are you here for today? Let's process it. And as they are busy doing that,
You're showing their bumble eyes.
they don't show bumble eyes. What they show is a pukunta. Nowadays, majority of the ladies, sorry to say, I'm not, especially, don't mind me anything I'm saying here, but I'm just being truthful. Nowadays, especially all these young ladies that are bokolize. Bokolize in Africa means husband snatcher. They usually forget, their tailors usually forget to cut, they usually forget to join the front cape of their clothes.
No.
So the front cape of their clothes is always with their tailor. So what you have here is what we call lukmonos. So by the time they compliment your husband once and they say that he was happy about it, they compliment him twice, they say that he was happy about it, then they will not do what we call besumo.
Besumerization.
Besumerization is a period when they carry
their front line.
The
front line.
The front line, the dangerous front line that Kosin Kakambe is nothing. It's nothing. It's actually nothing. It's just deception. They now bring it closer. And you now want to behaving like look closer. Don't mind me, look closer. I'm just kidding. So, and men, before you know it, they will forget where they are supposed to sign.
Yes,
they are using their eyeball to sign at another thing. Your husband is traveling. That one is what we call happiness. That's what they call upugo. So, how do you cope this kind of stuff? When you flow with your husband and you discover that is now becoming too dressy. Every little time he even wants to go downstairs, he's overdressing and overkilling of dressing is his portion. I will tell you what you need to do when we continue, or should I just tell them what they need to do?
But you have to have a break in transmission. So we like to hear from you, those of you that are online, just like Happiness and Angela have commented. So are you getting to hear us very well? Are you getting to flow with this? So you want to know how to keep your man using the fashion sense. You want to know how to keep your man fashionable. There was a question that somebody asked, Amiable, was it Amiable? She asked last week that when we're talking about something, I'm trying to look for the question, like the topic she said she wanted us to treat. I was trying to look for the topic. So I think we can bring it into this.
While you look for that topic, another way to start noticing some kurukere move about your husband and to start planning how to change his wardrobe, because actually you female, you have the power to change your husband's wardrobe.
Yeah.
And you change it with style. Look at what I'm putting on. If your husband is not a trustworthy husband, you don't allow him to dress like this always. Let me show you. I know what I'm talking about. I know the men will be, you see, the way I'm dressed now.
Like I know miss.
Like a young chap. Like a young bachelor
that you don't have a baby,
that doesn't have a baby, that doesn't even know
that you've had 3,
that doesn't even know how to do Bible. Now, if your husband, you are seeing some traces of misdemeanor, of misappropriated leg rover. He closes at 5, he gets home at 11:30 always. He's only on his own track that there will be traffic. What you do is simple. Change his wardrobe.
Again.
make sure that he has
Oversize.
more of native. Put the cap. Put the cap. By the time he has cap on it, let me show you. I love to be practical. Just hold on for me while she continues with you.
So that's just it. It's trying to, okay, this cap is even nice. This cap that you're bringing is very nice. This is not even cap. I thought you bring the Yoruba cap.
This is even a nice cap. Yeah. But even look at how it changes my look from this to this.
Papa, you came in now.
How do I look now? Are you getting it? This is that I should telling you, it works. It works like magic. And when you put such on your husband, let him know that you love him that way.
And you want it that way.
And let him know that, oh, just appreciate it, appreciate it. I'm telling you, by the time your husband gets to the bank the following day, because they have complimented him well yesterday, he will look for one stupid reason why he should still go to the same bank again. And he will queue up. He will not go to the lady by the left. He will not go to the lady by the middle. The lady at the bulkroom, whereas he has come for inquiry, he will be making his own inquiry in the bulkroom. By the time he gets there and says, good afternoon, the lady will just like, wah, wah, wah. In her mind, she's just like, is this man okay? Oh, so I've been dreaming of this man that is not okay. Maybe he even borrowed the clothes he wore down yesterday to make impression. From there, you have started cutting the excesses. You see, young boy, Papa Buka. Young boy, Papa Buka. Young boy, Papa Shino. So that is just how you will be able to knock that off. Then the next one is seke. I want to believe that a whole lot of you have known that largest percentage of rich men, let me put it that way, largest percentage of rich men that actually either divorce their wife or marry second wife or go into side chicks or start misbehaving, they start from their secretary. So what you do is, when everything is still not too clear, just change the wardrobe of your husband and go to his office in the afternoon.
Again.
And see whether somebody will help to change that. And that's why you should learn how to knot your husband tie in different styles. Knot it another way that is not as good as how you have been knotting it before it started showing some trace of Beskolobunga. So by the time you get to his office unannounced, just bring good food. I just feel like you should not eat out today. Let me bring this. By the time you see that they have helped to what? To reknot your husband's tie. Voila, so those are the styles, you know. You don't need to go and borrow espionage to be following your husband up and down. Just do the traditional method. I'm teaching you the traditional method. That's a money leg. So once you have that in place, how do you dress your man? Purposely scatter the color. Yes. See if your husband will come back complaining that. By the time he says, people are just saying that this color did not go and all the stuff, and you know what you ask him? Ask him the question that was asked in the Garden of Eden. When God said, Adam, where are thou? And he says, I heard your voice and I hid myself. Tell him, who told you that you are naked? So just ask him, Papa Buka, who told you that the colors do not match? Beautiful color that I selected from you from the river of Megiddo. So I don't know why my wife is not concentrating. She's busy.
I'm trying to look for that topic.
This one now, you should be looking for topic. You are distracting them.
Okay, so sorry.
So please, I want your comment before I continue. Let me continue to enjoy my fruitos.
So actually, you see that method of changing colors, as in just mixing any colors for your husband, like the dress sense, just to keep your man. Like Ife is actually saying, when you want to get the real man, like yesterday, I got to learn something that yesterday. That man was now saying, hey, this one that you are dressing your man like this, you are taking colors. Don't let them snatch him. That means these men actually know that he wanted him to actually pick a color that doesn't really match like that. And I said, no. He said, better don't dress, madam. Like, he was pitying me that I should not allow my husband to really look good, because they know the trick that if your man really looks good and is on point, like just
at this point, let me come in.
Don't finish my
It's because they are guilty as charged. You understand? That means that man, that's the same kind of thing he will do. Some people, they cannot continue to watch one channel. They want to watch different channels, and if you you want to funny. Understand what I mean? You want to watch different channels, and that's how they will get blinded. Before you know it, they'll just mix. You know that love portion is not very expensive. Just one pinch like this, and that man will wash bra. He will wash putus. He will wash so many things for his what? For his younger sisters, what's even younger sister? For his daughter's age mate.
And they're just,
they will call him, he will say, sir, ma. So it's just a pity. But you know what? We might be playing with what we are saying, but you know what? To keep a family, all hands must be on deck, all eyes must be open. Everybody is a suspect until you are found not guilty.
Yes, until you are found not guilty. So at times you just try to let the person dress anyhow. Do you know that at times my husband just dressed in an awkward way, as in like I saw him in church?
Because I don't have anybody that I want to impress.
Yes, but he has real good sense.
I have good sense of dressing and all this stuff, but sometimes I'll just like, oh, let me just wear anything that I see. Like, was it yesterday? You need to see what I wore to a program. I just put the top, put the this thing,
put the shoe.
The shoe was another color. The top was the top of another fabric. The this thing was. But you know what? Because I do not see, it's not a major thing for me. I was thinking of some other productive thing that I should do with my life, but not impressing all the time.
But how you know?
Because whenever you see a man that is always wanting to pull out impression, blah blah blah, and that impression, if you cannot trace it, that impression is for you, change his clothes. Kowari wala. Just like, you know what? I don't like what you are putting on. Go and confuse the enemy. Because nowadays, some of these ladies out there, they don't want to suffer with any man. They are looking for ready-made products that they will hold like this. To be like when police all the
man with charm, with food, with dress sense, with everything. So, they will wear all the spaghetti or the micro mini.
Then the other aspect is that when your husband is behaving well, compliment him by giving him a nice
look,
color combination, nice look and light. So that will re-engineer him. And when he puts on that outstanding stuff of yours, say sweet words like sweetheart. I did not say sweetheart though. Sweetheart, I love the way you're looking. You are looking thinking luscious. You are looking thinking looking star.
You are looking take away.
You are looking take away. If you are neighbor, you say, you are looking take away. No. So the same goes for both gender. And that is why I will need to ask you this question. In case you are watching this, as a male that is married, as a female that is married, which angle do you think your husband should always position his car? to show that he's a married man. If you can get this, if you can get this, I have a gift for you. It's called Huggies. I will hug you from my system.
Wear
So
Bluetooth.
then, what's it called? The way you dress, the way you want to be addressed is how you dress. If your husband is always the one that is always on jean, is always on jean, short, three-quarter, always. Hello, you might need to put caution. Sometimes just say, don't wear this. Wear this. Let him wear the thing that will show his status. And that's why some women, but although this one is very funny, some women, they intentionally help their husband to grow big tummy. You know why? So that he will look pregnant.
Serious.
He will look pregnant to those intending dangerous girls.
Even if he looks pregnant.
Even if he looks pregnant, at least he would have reduced the number.
The fact is, if you want to talk about infidelity in marriage, you can do your own part by keeping your man through your dress sense, through your this sense, through your that sense. But I want to tell you, the greatest save over a man's whatever, you understand what I mean? The greatest save over that man's is what? Is the Spirit of God, is your belief in God. It has been tested that not much can be done physically. You could, this fashion sense, it works, and it's not good if you don't monitor your husband. You don't know, like when my husband was working in the bank, when he comes back, we are Christians, so I believe him, and I don't. But I'll still check him. I'll say, those spirit girls now in the bank. I'll still check him. I'll still check his perf. I'll still say, if I see any perf, maybe I smell his clothes, that any perf that is not a perf is on him. He's going to tell me what happened.
You will explain.
What happened?
You will explain.
Where is this perf actually coming from?
And some perf can be so thick when you have thickly or brioche.
So where is this perf coming from? But there's not been that. So that's just it. You just have to keep a watch over your husband. It's not good you just leave your husband.
Because your home actually determines your outfit in fashion, in any businesses you are doing. Because once your home is in jeopardy, forget it.
Some persons will think it doesn't matter. There is one of my tutors, as in big time tutors. She the stuff, it matters. Your home, your husband, at times when the person wants to concentrate, the man will just do. Well, it matters. It's
like this particular one you are talking about. Yes, is a very serious matter.
Very serious.
The lady happens to be someone that I know that is very, very creative.
Highly creative.
She would have been very, very outstanding in the world of fashion, but I think she got it wrong in the area of marriage, and it's a sorry case.
It's a sorry case. It's a sorry case because
she's nowhere.
Before you know it, now the person will just the next.
And that's why another way to use fashion sense to keep your man is that, just like what we discussed last week, you create designs that, as your husband is putting it on, they see it on you. In this part of the world, in Africa, they call it ashwebi-like design. So you can mix it with some this thing. So that by the time they even see you, sometimes you purposely go and meet him where he is. So that if they have been looking at him and they have been admiring, bring the beautiful children and yourself, the Lolo one of Africa. Show up, surprise them. And when they come, let the children jump on him. Daddy, they should not just greet good afternoon. Daddy. They should touch him, shake him. Any lady that is there, they should use style to give them shiko. I'm just kidding.
So that's just it. In case you'll be watching this after now, I just want to say that it's good we imbibe all this fashion sense. When the man is okay, make him look nice. Make sure your man looks nice. If he's a native, the right native, you can't. Some persons will put checkers on another type of checkers. It's wrong. Yes, if it does, you don't put checkers, should be on plain. Then there are colors that go together. It's not just that you put this color and just try to do a nice color combo for him. Let him look nice, presentable like a family man that he is. Let him look that way. So people, when they see him, they say, this is the work of his wife. Like one of my mommy pastors,
Let me just break in. Can you see this? This is one of the design from our fashion school.
I'm having a class now.
Our
This is one of my
students.
students. She just submitted an assignment right now. After this live stream, I have a class with her. So she just submitted her
So
assignment.
that is to
I
tell you
think she's in
that
the UK. Yes, she's in the
that
UK.
registration is currently ongoing for our fashion school. So you can send us a WhatsApp chat in case you want to register for our fashion school. Is at your best convenience. 7959 1789. So that's the WhatsApp number. 08179591789. So you can reach us after now while we take you through the class. If you're interested in female fashion, that's good. If you're interested in male fashion, we also have a class for that. If you're interested in female suit making, you can also register.
So that's just it. So as you try to keep your man through the fashion sense, remember that you have to do it well. Do it. If you know that he has some commas, just try to change his wardrobe the other way. Just don't make it shakolicious so that you get to know who are those admiring him, so that you know how to tailor your work. Because if he's not really giving you the good time at home, you'll not be able to concentrate. And if you can't concentrate, you can't be creative. Fashion is all about being creative. It's nowhere. There are no new styles, but it's just you just pick a style and create something new out of it. So if you don't have that rest of mind, there is no way you can be creative, and there is no way you can move to the next level in this fashion career. So that's it. To really keep your man, keeping your man actually means you're keeping yourself. Because once your man is kept, it's going to help you keep every other thing. So just know the one that works for you. In case you're watching this live stream after now, just drop a comment on the one that works for you. And in case you have something intimate you want to share with us on your relationship, that's why we are here. I want to repeat that. I want to repeat it. That's why we are here. In case you have something intimate you want to share with us on your relationship, we are all ears. So it's a problem. Have a problem that is shared is half solved. So
at this point in time, we just want to say this is that's actually the most handsome, yakable, Africanicious husband. We say bye bye. Boom. Bye bye.
you think it's like your phone?
I think it's like my camera.